Hi guys, it's Swiss Fries FPV. This is just a real quick video. I want to show you a new product from TBS. It's a new VTX, the TBS UNIFY EVO, probably stand for evolution. And in my opinion, it's really an evolution in VTX technology. Most of us know the popular TBS FP Vision, but it's simply not usable for race quads because it's so big. It's an additional stack layer and you can't fit it. The TBS UNIFY EVO is a VTX with built-in OSD. This is what it looks like. It has a USB port for updating the firmware, and this little knob on here is so you can mount the pigtail here. It goes up there and you put the heat link there so it doesn't slide all over the board and short out components. There's a straight line here where it can't short out anything. It obviously also has the screws to hold the UFL like all the other new TBS VTXs. So instead of talking a lot about it, let's just fly it. This is one of my quads where I have it installed. It's right here. So yeah, let's get started. On the lower right you can see my call sign, the channel I'm on, the transmitting powers. In the middle you can see the voltage and the amperage that I'm drawing currently. It gets that data from the telemetry stream that comes from the FC. So you wire up your ESC with BLE32 or with the analog current sensor to the FC, and the FC sends this to your transmitter. Because this new VTX also uses CRSF, it can use that data and display it to you. On the right you can see all your link statistics. My Crossfire is transmitting on 10 milliwatts. I have 300% link quality and minus 30 dB milli. I can't read that on my HD tooth with a bit blurry edges. On the bottom you can see the milliamps you've already drawn. On the VTX there's a button, maybe I can get it out again real quick. Right here. It won't focus. You can use that button like on any other UNIFY. So you long press it and you get in the menu. With a short click you can change the channel. Let's go to some channels are blocked. In the manual of the UNIFY you can find the steps to do on the button to unlock the VTX, to use all channels. It's the same like on all other UNIFYs. I have to change my goggles to get back in the feed. For a long press you switch to the band selection. Another long press gets you to the transmitting power selection. Again a long press. Here you can see the maximum temperature for the VTX. After that temperature it reduces the output power. You can use this if it's in a really closed environment and you don't want it to get too hot or whatever. You can limit the maximum temperature on the VTX. For me, temperature is not that important because the VTX has airflow on my build, so I can go up to 105 degrees. 100 is fine. You can turn on pit mode. Another great feature on this UNIFY, it has a built-in microphone. So you don't have to rely on the camera built into the camera. You can use the audio of the UNIFY, so you don't have the hassle of wiring the smart audio and audio parallel or with a resistor or two separate pads. You just use the microphone inbuilt to the VTX. You can also change the color of the OSD, turn it off or whatever you want. The CRSF port you can switch to smart audio or off. If you want to use all the features I showed before, you need to use CRSF. Make sure you have a recent Crossfire firmware and selected CRSF as output on channel 3 and 4. The very bottom you can choose the extension port. There's an optional amperage sensor, current sensor that you can wire up if you don't have an FC to measure your amperage. So yeah, let's fly this thing.